Hello everyone. Let us talk about the land disputes that India is having with its neighboring countries. India has a lot of land dispute because of some reasons. Like number one, the historical complexity. Because India was a very diverse country since centuries, and due to its division and the inefficient divisions that was done by the British government, the British Crown, due to the inefficiency of those divisions and the radicalized neighbors that India is having, like China and Pakistan. India is having a lot of land disputes with them. Taking first China, we are having a lot of land disputes with China. The major two are one is on the eastern side and one is on the western side. Talking about the western one, then the Aksai chain issue has always been there since centuries. It is not the thing that only came out after 1965, but since centuries, India was having this issue of Johnson line and McDonald line. Well, India believed that the real border is Johnson line, which indicates that the Aksai chain region, which is in present day China, belongs to India. But uh, according to the McDonald line states that the Aksai Chin region belongs to China. Currently, uh, China is a, China is in acquisition of that region, but India believes that it is its region, and it is true up to a great extent, because the Johnson line was drawn way before than the McDonald line, and the Chinese aggression in 1965 uh, in 1965 gave gave China access to this region. Talking about the eastern issue, in side uh, eastern side, there is a McMahon line, which India believes is true. McMahon line was drawn by Britishers in the 19th century, and India believes that it is true, and it indicates that all the northeastern states, like the map we see today, is the correct geopolitical boundary. But China believes that some states of India, like Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, are fingers of Tibet, which it illegally acquired in previously. So that is why we are having a dispute with China in that region. As per now, India holds Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and they are integral part of India. And the people are also very much patriotic, and they believe that they are Indians. But China, due to its radicalized nature, due to its over nationalist policies, try to exaggerate. And we have also seen some standoffs with China. Like on the western side, we all are aware about the Galban standoff, and on the eastern side, China try to influence the people, and they also establish some villages near the border. So there is always a tussle with the Chinese military that India faces. Talking about the another big disputed country that India is neighboring is Pakistan. So with Pakistan, India have a lot of disputes, be it political, be it ideological, and be it in sports. There's a rivalry in sports always, and but in land disputes, the major thing is Kashmir. Talking about the Kashmir issue, we all are aware that Kashmir is divided between India and Pakistan. The Gilgit-Baltistan region of Kashmir is equ- is with Pakistan, and the remaining all Kashmir, Jammu, Kashmir, Srinagar, and the remaining Ladakh region is with India. So, this issue started uh, as early as the two of the countries got divided in 1947-48 war. Some part of Kashmir was illegally occupied by Pakistan. So there is a tussle on diplomatic forums as well, and also on the ground between two of the militaries. We saw that every year or in every 6 months there is a ceasefire violation from Pakistan side, and there is a tussle always there. And another issue that India is having with Pakistan the uh, is the Siachen Glacier issue. So till 1984, Siachen Glacier was not occupied by any of the country. It was a no man's land. But in 1984, Indian intelligence got some information that the Pakistanis are going to acquire that region. So India launched the operation Meghdoot, and it acquired the Siachen Glacier. So that was a victory for India, that it opposed the Pakistani aggression, and it acquired Siachen Glacier, which is a very geographically important point, and it is a very harsh climate region also. So this gives India a slight geographical advantage. Another issue is the Saltoro Ridge. So Saltoro Ridge is very near to Siachen Glacier in the Karakoram range. So in that region, there is a dispute. Pakistan claims that the entire Saltoro Ridge belongs to Pakistan, and also India believes, and has India uh, believes that that region belongs to India, the Saltoro Ridge. So currently, India is holding the geographically important peak positions of the Saltoro Ridge, and Pakistan is holding the the side of Saltoro Ridge, and this is also a disputed region. Another another dispute land dispute that India is having with Pakistan is the Sir Creek line. So Sir Creek line um, is the region near to the Gujarat coast. So it is a long strip of water, but Pakistan believes that strip of water belongs to Pakistan, and India believes that it belongs to India. It is important because the special economic importance of that Sir Creek region, that is the place where a lot of ports can be established, and they are established by India. The and Mundra port is very near to that place. So that is very economically viable and important location that both the countries believe that belong to them. But currently India is holding its position there, and there are a lot of Indian ports also there. So this is the issue. But talking about the international recognition, then there is no international line that recognizes that area to be Indian or Pakistani. So this was about China and Pakistan, two major threats. But there are some also also some minor disputes that India is having with another neighbors, like Nepal. So the Kalapani Valley is the place which is disputed between India and Nepal. So that is the region that lies between the way from Mansarovar to Kailash, and that is a very pilgrimage site. But India claims that that region is belongs to India, and India is right in every sense because of the evidences that India has shown to Nepal. But Nepal claims that that region belongs to them. That is the westernmost part of Nepal. But there is a twist to it, because it was mentioned in the documents that the Kali River that flows almost near the boundary of India and Nepal will be the deciding factor of the division. But due to the climatic conditions and various conditions, the Kali River changes its routes in various times of years. So there is a so the clearance of boundary is not there in the Kalapani Valley. Another dispute between India and Nepal is the Susta. So Susta is a place in UP. It is in control of India, but Nepal claims it to be the Nepali land. But Susta uh, holds the same issue of the of changing of the river, because Gandak River is there, and according to the documents, Gandak River is the deciding factor. But Gandak River changes its path at various times. So this is also an issue with Nepal. Another issue that India was holding was with Sri Lanka. So in the Park Strait, there is an island called the uh, called the Kachativu Island. So those islands belong to India, but Sri Lanka claimed that they are Sri Lanka's island. So in 1974, India gifted that island to Sri Lanka, and the issue was solved happily diplomatically. So this is a good example that that the country should solve the issues diplomatically, not with the kinetic means. And talking about Bangladesh, which also a big neighbor of India. India shares its most of the land boundary with Bangladesh, that is close to 4,000 kilometers. So India was having some disputes with Bangladesh because during the 1972 war there were some regions that that shifted into that shifted across the boundaries. But in 1974, land boundary agreement took place between India and Bangladesh, and all the issues were resolved diplomatically. So that is another good example that how land disputes can be solved. Another neighbor of India is Myanmar, and India is having no issues with Myanmar on the land grounds. So we also maintain a very nice relationship with the Myanmar government, the previous government, not with the military. Still India is still neutral towards the military regime in Myanmar right now. And so these were all the issues that India is having with its neighbors. And I think the uh, the the obvious way to the best way to get all of these issues resolved is diplomatically. All the countries should sit together, and they should make plans that and the evidence should be presented, and the people of the place and the people who are living in on the land should also have a voice. That's how these all these issues can be solved, not by kinetic means, because war cannot decide that who is right or who is wrong. There is destruction in both the sides. So by diplomacy, and by talking, and by engaging with our neighbors, we can definitely ensure that all these issues are resolved. Thank you very much.